Hi beautiful people, welcome to Kate's Space and Pixie K Designs. I'm back from holiday, been back for a while, haven't managed to make a video until now, but I have been preparing for one that I've wanted to do for a while. Some of you who follow me on Instagram may remember that I have come into a huge stash of these beautiful pianola rolls. This is one of the older grungy ones. Some of them have these beautiful brass ends on them, and they're just this beautiful paper that goes through those pianolas, and I have a lot. So I thought, why don't I sit down and think about all the things that I can make with this beautiful paper. I do know that Amity Bloom has a video making various things with pianola paper, so some of these things are things I've seen other people make, and they're nothing particularly new or innovative, but they do look cool, and it might be something that you'd like to include in your journals. Also, I think I'm going to try and see if anyone would like to buy any of this paper from me, either in the roll or by the sheet. So that's also part of my plan, because I really have more than I can use in what's left of my lifetime. So yeah. So let's kind of get started. I've pre-made some, and then I'm to just work out what to do, and then I'm going to make them on camera with you. So yeah, let's get started. I am just going to go and get my templates. Right, I'm back. I've got my templates here. How is everybody? I know that there's some people who've been having some pretty extreme cold weather in the States, and people still in lockdown of various stages. I hope everybody's well and managing to get some crafting done and keep themselves busy somehow. We are in the end of summer, and the mornings are already feeling a little bit cooler and crisper, a little bit more autumn. I had a wonderful holiday and spent some time in the sun, walking and biking, and it was really lovely. And actually, it's the Monday is the beginning of the semester for me, for my postgraduate diploma, my first paper, and I'm already looking on there and going, oh my gosh, I feel so out of my depth already. So could be an interesting couple of terms for me. So what have I made with this paper? I have made some envelopes. I had made this one while I was at book camp, and I'd used the Tim Holtz is it like a tissue, sort of collage tissue or something on it. It's quite wonky. I was just having a play, and I had actually coffee stained that paper and put that on. Now this envelope is made with a template that I learnt that I saw on Junk Journal Joy's channel, so I will link that below. So here's my templates, and I've got a big one and a small one. So here's just the plain one. I've just folded that bit under there. The thing with the pianola roll paper is it is a little bit difficult to work with, because it's on a roll, as you can see, and it's kind of curly, so it is a little bit tricky to work with. It has these lyrics that you read, because it rolls this way, you read them upwards. So the moonlight down in Tennessee. So yeah, you read them going up, and I want those on. I'm just thinking, how do I want this to go? If we're going to fold it that way, they're going to be upside down. So I think with this one I used part of the pianola roll that I didn't use the words. or I used some that didn't have words. If you don't care about upside down words, then it's fine. You can do it this way. That's what I've done. So yeah, see how roly and poly it is? Here I am just all over the place. So I'm just going to line that up there. And I'm going to draw around my template. Try and get it as straight as I can. I'm going to grab a pencil. Something's in the way just there, so I'll move that. And then I'm going to put my bangle there. See if that's not going to hold it. A bottle of glue. That'll do. That'll hold it. Right. So I'm just going to draw around. So this could be used in a journal close. This one's quite big. As you can see, I've done 2 sizes. And it could be used in a journal like closed up. You could put something in it. And because of the holes, you can kind of see what you put in it. So that's kind of cool. The other option is you can strengthen this paper by doubling it over, which I've also done in some things, and I'll show you that as well. I'm just going to tear this across here. Okay, so that's got rid of the roll there. And just get my scissors. So a good idea is to place this under something heavy. Once you've made it overnight, I put mine in the book press or just under something heavy so that it gets rid of this rolling thing. It's not really working very well for me, is it? Tear this bit. It's not working either. Let's just cut this off. So yeah, if you're not feeling in a very patient frame of mind, this is not the paper to be working with. You really need to be feeling the love. But it is worth it because it looks so cool in a journal. So we recently had some new cases of COVID up in our biggest city, which is north of here, which caused a brief level 3 lockdown for where the cases were. Level 2 for the rest of us, and so a music festival that David and I were going to be going to next weekend, because it's Saturday today, was postponed for a few weeks, just because I guess there was some uncertainty about levels, and in level 2 you can't have, excuse me, we're back down to level 1. They are in level 2, and you can't have a gathering of more than 100 people, and the music festival is about 9,000 people, so it's going to be later in March, which means the weather, I don't know whether the weather will be more settled in March, or anyway, we're camping. It's only for a weekend, so if it rains, we get wet. we get to hear some good music. We go dancing. It'll be fun. But, yeah, so a few things. But unfortunately, they made it a weekend where we were already flying to Auckland to see another gig. So we had to make a decision. So we decided, because we were going to the music festival with some good friends of ours who we go to a few gigs with and really just have such a good time. We decided we'd cancel the one that we were going to, that was just one night, and we were flying up and flying back the next day. So we've cancelled our flights and we're going to go to the festival instead. And that's the plan. Right, so we've cut that out. I've cut that out, and then you just fold over all your parts, trying to get it straight as possible. And while I was away on holiday, my Instagram reached 1,000 subscribers, which is just, wow, amazing. And I was thinking about doing a giveaway, and obviously I was away, so that wasn't going to happen while I was away. But I have thought about it, and I would like to do a giveaway, so there will be a giveaway happening on my Instagram if you're interested. It's going to be a collection of vintage papers and things that I've collected. So there we go, there is the envelope. I'm going to glue this one down just for the sake of it being, you know, kind of finished. So I'll use some art glitter glue down the side here on these flaps. I'm not using my mat today, my Tim Holtz glass mat, not because I don't like it, but because I noticed, because I've got a window to the side of me, it picks up quite a glare. And I just wondered if that was bothering anybody. So now I'm just going straight on my desk, which I don't mind, because as you can see, the desk is pretty grungy. So it's fine. I don't mind it's getting, if it gets a bit more bits and stuff on it. So there we go. And so whatever you put in there, you will see it through the gaps, which is kind of cool. Like, I'll just put this piece of wallpaper in. You can see it peeking through. So yeah, so envelopes are a cool thing that you can make out of this, and I've got two there, and then this is a smaller one that I've made, and here I have got the writing upside down on that side. So I've just made it, and then here she promised me, so the writing's the right way up that way. So that's pretty cool. I love those. The other thing I made, which I really like, is a little library card pocket. Sorry, little library card pocket here from Sunny. For Sweet Jenny Lee. That's the one name of this one. So again, I used a template, which I took apart a library card pocket, and I made a template. So I think for this one I have doubled it. Yes, I have. So, that'll be fun. Let's try it. So on this top, this side here, it's a little bit more shiny. Oh, actually, no, this is a bit more shiny on that side. So if you want your words, it's going to go up. Just trying to work out which way this goes. This way. So I want it like that, I think. So if I'm going to double it, it's just whether I double it first. Only showed the easy stuff. And the other thing is you can put this through your sewing machine as well. See, once you've doubled it up, it becomes a lot more. It's easier to work with, basically. So. Alright, I'm just going to do it. I'm trying to keep thinking that I don't know which way. I think this is right. So I might as well just take that up to the top. I think that top is pretty straight. And again, just get my pencil. My templates aren't perfect, but they are adequate. So they'll make a nice pocket. Just going to tear down like that. Put that over there. And then get my scissors. And just cut around my pencil mark. We finished, I think I mentioned it in my last video that we have been doing a garden out the front and we finished that. So, well, the garden's finished. There's still a little bit of tidying up to do, a little bit of painting of the fence and a few things. But most of it is done, which is very exciting. So you then fold this along there, this line here. I do miss the lines of my mat, I have to admit. I would rather have the mat, so I may go back to just using the mat because I like it. I kind of miss lining things up. That's straight. Because I'm not very good at doing things by eye, as I've discussed with you all before. So there, and then this folds down. Fold that down to wherever you want. I'm going to go there. And there it is. A little library pocket. Library card pocket ready for a library card. Got one here which is not a real one. I do have a real one somewhere, but I haven't got it here. So you can pop a little library card. You need a bigger one than that. Looks really cute. Or you can pop a tag in there. Find a tag. A couple of tags here. And that can go in your journal, and I mean you can do some more decoration on here. As you can see on this one, I ran it through my embossing, just really lightly through the embossing folder because I didn't want the paper to tear, which it can be inclined to do. And the other thing is, of course, because you know I love to ink things, I'm going to ink it. And this one I inked quite heavily, so it's just really up to you what you like. The other thing that they take, that it takes really, it looks really beautiful on these is, and I've just done some this morning, had been having a little play with my texture paste again. The texture paste looks beautiful on this paper, the white with the lovely creamy browny colour. So that's another thing, again, you could do a little bit of stenciling down there to add some more texture and interest. The other thing I made is just a corner pocket to go into a journal. Again, that could be sewn around. It does make great pages, and this one, Heidi Mcgregor's been using some pianola paper in her journals as well, so there's a video of some things she's done. But this I've doubled, so I have glued two sheets together. I've used my template, which is for a journal I'm making at the moment, and it makes it quite a nice sturdy page. But again, you can just use it, you would need to put it under the press, but you can actually just make pages just with the single, with a single layer. What else have I made? A little journaling card. Now that's doubled, and it's not super stiff, so you can still put something on the back. If you wanted to, you could decorate it with some wallpaper and a little tag and a big tag, so you can use the side with the holes in it, and then yeah, or the side with the writing. And the other thing, this is like a pocket that you would put on a page of your journal. So for example, you could just glue it into your book. And so I've sewn down the sides there. And that looks really cool. And again, anything you make with this will, you know, like if you put something in this, like I said, in these little envelopes, you're going to see it through those little gaps. You see a little peek of something, and depending on what colours you use, you're going to see that coming through. So yeah, so those are all the things that you can make with this paper, and I'm sure there's more. It's really great paper. It has lots of interest, and again, like I said, it takes the texture paste and stenciling really well. And again, you could do that with ink, and also it does go through the embossing with an embossing folder and looks amazing as well for bits of collage and things like that. So it is very versatile. I guess the only thing is that it does come on a roll, but it can be taken off and made into sheets and flattened, and then it would become much easier to work with. So that is that. What have I been doing apart from I've had a big clean up in my room because it's in such a mess. But those of you who do follow me on Instagram will know that I came across a whole lot of old correspondence, and I'll just show that to you. I came across a few things in an antique shop up north, and the woman in the shop said to me, "Oh, are you interested in letters?" And I said, "Yes, very interested in letters." And so these, and I've got a lot, are letters from Fraser to Ruth in the 1920s. I've got letters from 1924 through to 1926, and when he wrote to her from China. So he was there working for this company, which later became Shell. And these are the letters to her from him. And I have a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these. I probably will scan some of them, but they're such long letters. It's funny trying to read them, how unused I am to reading cursive writing. Like some of it I find really difficult to read. So, but as you can see, the letters are very long, and the paper is beautiful. He hasn't written on both sides, so again they could be put into a journal as a page, I guess, like this. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm sure I will think of something. So I'm quite excited. Some of them are held together by lovely old rusty pins, and yeah, they're just beautiful letters. Love letters and newsy letters, and I haven't read them all. I actually spent quite a long time stacking them and putting them into chronological order, and then I knocked the pile over, so they are no longer in chronological order. So yeah, that's that was a waste of time, I guess, but anyway, that's just life. The other thing I've been doing is I went through and again, this is on Instagram, I went through and embossed a whole lot of papers just so I've got them. I don't have many embossing folders. I have 4, and this is my favorite one. And again, you have to be careful, because if you put too much pressure with these embossing folders, they can tear the paper. So I did a mixture of things. I did like some book page, some card, some brown paper, like I said, the piano roll paper, which this looks beautiful. Just a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, I've got a little box here now of embossed scrap paper, and I'm sending a little parcel of it off to a friend who said that they would like some. So that's been what I've been up to, as well as doing the Anne Brooks 52 tags handmade, so a tag a week. And I've been doing a little bit of collaging in my art journal and enjoying that. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of stuff, just no videos. And this one's a bit boring, I guess, but anyway, I just thought I'd show you what you can do with this beautiful paper. And then I will probably sell some rolls, or I'll probably just put it up on my Instagram, which I will link below. So that will be sold on my Instagram and my Facebook page. If you're interested, or you know someone who might be interested in some of that, and again, I can send it off on the roll in the box. and some of them are heavier than others. Like this is, I guess it depends on how long the piece of music is. This one is really quite heavy, but a much, yeah, getting it taken off the roll and putting it flat into an envelope would probably, a business size envelope or something, would be probably the most cheapest way to get it shipped overseas if you were interested. So yeah, that's me. Thanks for watching. If you've stuck with me for the whole time, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye.